Hey guys, Mathel here once again with a bit more of an endgame update on the cast on crit bow Flickerstrike style thing, Inquisitor, Battle Mage, Lightning Conduit, Arc build. Yeah, that thing. So as you can see, this is a feared, deathless, all at once, managed to pull that off, and as you can see, once we're in single target mode, there is no lightning warping around. It's just basically typical bow gameplay, but lots and lots of damage, decent sustain, and good bit of shocking. So we are trying on this build to build heavily into Lightning Conduit, which means that Arc in the Helm setup is used to proc a lot of shock on the enemies, and I'm at the point where it's getting to 65% comfortably, but on some bosses it still might feel better to have overcharge, overshock, whatever it's called, in place of crit multi. I tried that out on Cirrus and on Searing Exarch. On Searing Exarch Uber version, that is, it felt like I wasn't getting to 50 to 60% shocks too often, so I tried out the overcharge instead. It still didn't feel much better because the hat setup actually has quite a lot of damage of its own, like 1 to 1.5 million average hits on the arc itself, which is pretty crazy. So as you can see, map clear once again, just very much extremely quick flicker strike sort of action, and you can make it quicker. I specifically just didn't spec into any more reduced speed. I didn't anoint any reduced duration for passive tree, so I think you can make the lightning warp more instant if you really want to, and maybe that's worth doing. I still didn't have a helm enchant on the character for most of the content, except for when I swapped into single target. But lightning warp, my god, it's so fast. It feels so good. Even with this setup, I think you can basically just have lightning warp in your hat and then almost whatever spells you want in the main setup. Tried out some other stuff, but lightning conduit just hits so freaking hard when things are shocked that it feels kind of a waste to not chuck it in there right now. I didn't end up trying out volatile dead, detonate dead, but I am confident that that playstyle, similar to the last character, will be basically the same thing. So if you really want to just do some more volatile and detonate, and you don't even want to lightning warp around, by all means, you can do that. I just checked the numbers real quick, and the damage looks like it's similar to the Elementalist I played last league. Just swapping that shit in 1-for-1 on this character, so not caring about corpse life pretty much at all. And then the difference would be, I think this character has more regen, more sustain, probably more ability to take hits, so might overall just be a better build for that type of thing. This is a wave 27 Simulacrum with things cannot be slowed, which means I can't freeze, and freeze is a pretty big part of my defense, so it does definitely suck. And I tried to play these Simulacrums as sort of slippery as possible, basically just constantly warping through shit, and I got to wave 29, I think, so I think it's doable to do a wave 30, but yeah, Simulacrum with Arch Nemesis and whatever different mods just gets super fucking annoying. So you can see I do a little helm swap if I really want to bring out the single target, or conversely not warp all over an enemy and get myself killed. That said, still do get killed by stuff. I mean, come on, give me a break. It's Simulacrum wave 28, 29 or some shit. And I did end up then taking on all Uber bosses as well. So this character has at this point tried all content, I think. All content I can think of anyway. Did all the Uber bosses. Some took maybe an extra go. So Searing Exarch is a bit of a crapshoot still, but got him down. Everything else just needs a bit of either slight, adjustment in your playstyle, otherwise just a bit of learning, a bit of a learning curve of what boss you're doing. It was actually really good for Cirrus in the end, so I did 5 Cirrus sets back to back, dying like a couple of times, but that is still going to be something you got to kind of learn as a boss fight. Maven, for example, though, as you can see, good DPS, but you can't get hit by too many things, so you do have to actually play around the abilities of the boss. And then, I guess, I didn't actually include any footage, but I did a 4-way for Legion and got up to 4.5 bars. It was insane for the 4-way Legion fight. Don't know how good it'd be on a 5-way. Didn't try it, didn't have the pieces for it, but I think it'd be pretty good for that as well. Overall, very happy with the build in the end. I think you can go pretty versatile setup here. You don't have to do exactly as I did. You could even just do a regular cast on crit bow. I don't think the battle mage thing is super necessary, but yeah, if you want to try and copy the build the way I did it, then here it is. By all means, try and copy. It's going to be a bit more expensive now, obviously, but I think Bow, CoC, Inquisitor really can't lose. You can do a whole bunch of setups there and have a lot of fun. In general though, try out the Lightning Warp in the hat and see how you like it. It's pretty fucking fast gameplay and it's very fun. Otherwise, yeah, I'm just going to leave you with this Cirrus kill. It's, as always, Uber content. So you know, don't expect that you have to do this. If it's too hard, it's too hard. It's honestly meaningless. Pretty much got nothing out of any of the Uber content anyway. It's just there for the added challenge. And regular bosses still drop plenty of the good loot anyway. Most of the time. So there it is. Thanks for watching the video and the character, and I'll see you guys next time. Like, I think that was good deeps.
I agree with Method.
Thanks, Lazy Snorks. 10-month resub. I think I just commit to crit multi again, and still press RF on the last phase, and then just have to graveyard zerg my way back.
Enough to warrant all this pain.
I was not sure which way he was going to point there. Alright, pressing RF, dying, being sad, raging at the fight, calling Chris Wilson who. Game, big shit. We've got our plan set and ready.
I am alive.
Divine fury.
You belong for
Non-existence. Everlasting fire.
Fuck out of here, Cirrus. Chris Wilson, your game's pretty good. Not big shit.